how much value does this create? I should not do this. I should not do this. I should not do this. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, still sick. Dude, it's been a week and I can't beat this freaking bug, but I am gaming. I am gaming for you. And yeah, I get a little woozy on the Dayquil, so the plays might be sus, but your content is not, for I am the one in best of one and I will battle. I have gold minions to defeat. So this deck is kind of blown up. It just took off, and if you haven't seen it, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. The idea is a bunch of cheap cards and cards that bounce them back to your hand and then replay them for value. You get eerie triggers, so your optimistic scavenger makes things big. Hopeless Nightmare and Storm Chaser's Talent are the primary things that you bounce, along with Nowhere to Run, which getting to run 4 of this against a meta full of Boros, Wardy, Sheltered by Ghost nonsense is really good. Killing the Mice is really good. So yeah, these are your primary bounce these to my hand cards right here. And then on top of that, we play these as this is your Eerie Trigger, Optimistic Scavenger, and Entity Tracker. Whenever an enchantment enters, you draw a card. So you get Eerie Triggers off of playing these over and over. You bounce them with Nurturing Pixie, which we've seen before. Fear of Isolation, which I can't believe is seeing play, but here it is as an additional cost to cast this enchantment creature 2/3 flyer. Return a permanent you control to owner's hand. So yeah, they can't stop it. Unlike Pixie, which comes down and then targets, when this enters, like, it goes on the stack right away as a cast trigger and you get back your Nightmare. Then we have This Town Ain't Big Enough. You've seen it before. You thought it was just an Up the Beanstalk combo. It's not just an Up the Beanstalk combo. It's also great in this deck. In this deck, you often use both of the bounces on your own things, bouncing 2 Nightmares or 2 Talents or 2 Nowhere to Runs to get even more triggers. It's more powerful than you think, and I did make 2 adjustments for the best of one metagame that I hope will be impactful. This is my attempt at a spin on this deck that's been out for a little while. Temporary Lockdown. This card on its own in best of one can cause a lot of decks to scoop. Boros Mice decks in particular hate this card. Rabbit decks hate this card. So it can get you free wins in best of one specifically that it doesn't get you in best of 3. But in this deck, you have so many ways to bounce your own lockdown, it becomes a value play. You can bounce it, you can bounce it, and you can bounce it. So there are like 12 ways to free the lockdown. And what you do is you play this, you put all of your Nowhere to Runs, Hopeless Nightmares, Storm Chaser's Talents under the lockdown, and then you release it and you get all those triggers again. It is insane. There's a game. You'll see. You'll see. You gotta watch the video. You'll see. Oh my god. But yeah, lockdown in this deck is something. The second thing I worked on is the mana base. So the fast lands are for sure, but this Esper mana base is a really tricky one. And in best of 3, they lean heavily into the pain lands like Caves of Koilos and Adarkar Wastes and Underground River. In best of 1, those get you killed. That has been my experience. Without testing, making adjustments, I decided to slow the deck down a tiny bit, which might be a mistake. We'll see. Feels a little weird, but with the amount of value we generate, I thought it could do that. And I cut back on the pain lands. I ran 1 of each basic, which, you know, that's tough. I ran the Verges, even though I know most of the time they will not make 2 colors. I thought it was still better than more pain lands in this case. And when you do draw the right land, then you get a dual land kind of for free. When they demolition field 1 of your lands, you get a land, like a dual land. It's okay. But then the addition I like here, Valgavoth's Lair, an enchantment land 4 of that lets you choose colors, so helps fix your difficult mana challenges. That also creates eerie triggers and lets me run more land. I'm up to 24 land instead of like the 21, 22 that these decks try to go to because their curve is so cheap, but instead I can get up to 24 lands and try to fix my colors at the same time with this enchantment land that gives me eerie triggers for Optimistic Scavenger and Entity Tracker. Is it crazy? Is it right? We're gonna see. This is my attempt to do something best of one-y with the deck, but I will tell you, wow. I thought it was just an annoying little hopeless nightmare loop deck like the black-white pixie deck. It's more than that. It's a beat-downing, card-drawing, removaling machine. It's better than any control deck I've tried. It really is. Let's dive in. I gotta give a quick shout out to my sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code CGB5. Pre-order Innistrad Remastered. It comes out soon. And the best way to make sure that you get the collector boosters, if you want those, is to pre-order. You see, also they take pre-orders on singles, which is something that I do a lot of when I'm trying to complete my foil sets. I go through and pre-order most of the foils in single, and that's a really easy way to get a lot of the cards that you need. And then finally, a note about Innistrad Remastered. The collector boosters on Cool Stuff Inc. usually sell out. They did for most of the products last year very quickly. So yes, pre-order, pre-order, pre-order. And when you do, use the promo code CGB5. Now, let's dive into this spooky pile and let the nonsense begin. Pixie, Pixie, we're trying to Pixie. Big gold coming through. Okay, 2 pain lands is scary. Our opponent isn't given any red vibes. And we have Lockdown and Nowhere. No 1-drop. Let's try it. Man, the pain lands, I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Also really curious how Lockdown is going to function in this deck. Oh god. Oh god, they're aggressive. It's over. They're doing the thing. I think I just take that out like right away. Valgavoss layers. Trying to be my big mana solution while also getting some kind of enchantment land value. Bring him out, bring him out. Ooh, okay. Well, so much for Valgavoss Lair, but give me a minute. Ow. I'll just be over here wrecking myself if you don't mind. Put counter here, kill thing. Turn on all the TVs somehow. That was cool. All right, they are also into scavengement. But man, I love the way Lockdown is basically going to kill me 2 things. But is that what we go for? I think what we'll do is play this, name white, so we take less pain, put counter on Scavenger. Opponent says, huh? The combo! I know. Maybe you should try that. Bounce this. Play this enchantment creature. Let's put counter here. I have 2 creatures. They will block you. Oh, yes. They will block you. Quicker than a snowflake on Instagram. I mean, do we just go after it now? Shard Mage's Rescue, no care. I guess we can hold it up. I bounce this. Oh, it's so mean. I'm not even going to need Lockdown against Boros. Is that true? That sounds crazy. That actually sounds crazy. I'm telling you though, it's a trap. It's a trap. Eh. They only got 2 cards. Let's beat them to death. Uh-huh. Damage. I thought so. The rescue. Oh my god, it'll be so huge. We'll just do this now. They might still have a monstrous rage on the back end, but the -3/-3 will still kill them. And the hexproof won't matter. Yep. That's they can make it a 4/4 now, but then it's going to get -3/-3, then it's going to get +3/+3. So I think it's all a wash. All that for a trade, and they threw away their whole hand. We'll take that. Oh no, it's Emberheart Challenger. Whatever shall we do? We shall kill it and burn it to the ground. Save the eerie trigger. Our 7th land off the top, huh? Ouchies. Oh, they drew an enchantment. They can try to race me. This town ain't big enough. Hi. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Drown him in pain. Yes. Oh, I like this more than I want to. Overlord. I'll show you an overlord. The Verge is just going to be blue. Then this is black. Then this can be white. It's a little slow, but I think we can give it a try. The nightmare begins. What's going on up here? Wait, are they actually playing an Overlord deck to go with their name? Branding. You love to see it. Yeah, here's where any kind of an untapped source would definitely be better. But we're trying the layers. I'm trying a little bit of a slower version of the deck itself. The mana is the most questionable part, and too much pain land damage in best of one gets ya. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I also love lands that trigger Eerie in our Eerie deck. You know what I mean? Isn't that exciting? That's fun. That's fun and exciting. All right, our opponent's trying to go over the top. This might be CovertGoBlue. This town will just have to assault their hand viciously, and hopefully they don't find beans. All right, big draw. I really want to get the tracker down first for value, but I don't think that's the right play. I think we need to decimate their hand. But we could wait. We could wait. Definitely playing this. Okay. How fast do I have to go against this thing? Can I get out a tracker and draw some cards? I want to draw cards. Oh, that sounded so childish. I'm embarrassed. I know I should play it more like a beatdown deck. I have seen it get played like a beatdown deck. I'm me. Let me be me. They've got something. Get lost? Probably. My cards! Well, had to happen somehow, right? Let's see if we can find a white source. Then we can go Scavenger and Pixie and Nightmare. Click the button. Click it! Click it. So they cast Get Lost and rope me on their end step. Fully tapped out. Thanks for putting a stop down. Yo, you want to burn timeouts like this? Is this their way of pausing the game so they can go to the bathroom? I don't recommend it. There's nothing wrong with coming back and seeing what happened. You never know. Opponent might take a long time to think on their turn. I'm trying to content. It's not good content. Or did they DC from their own Get Lost on end step? Maybe these map tokens broke their game. I think it's more likely they just were like, okay, pause, go to bathroom. Which in person I would be grumpy with. And on the internet, I hate even more. In case you thought I was a good person. Talent. Talenty. Let's do a little pressure, shall we? Choose. They've been to Sunfall early, so I bet they have one in hand. I don't know if you would bin a Sunfall, but maybe they just saw me. Some people bin Sunfalls against me. Still not here. I get it. I get it. You squeeze one out too fast. Might hurt yourself. I get it. That's called self-inflicted direct damage. That's not a shock land. That's a bolt land. All right, their Overlord's gone. Hope that was what you wanted to discard. I'm gonna get on this map. That's fine. We have built a board. Next turn we can This Town Ain't Big Enough and double Nightmare and decimate their hand. Assuming there is a next turn, it should come back. Come back! You know you can do it on your phone. Wouldn't be the first time I'd hand it off to my phone to play if I needed more time in the bathroom. When did this channel become poop jokes? CGB 2025. It's all about it's all about being number 2. That's a win, baby. How dare you get lost, my entity tracker. Showcasing only the finest gameplay and the most level-headed takes and absolutely no poop jokes. Welcome to CovertGoBlue. Advertisement placement 1 or over here in the corner? Which one do you like better? Under my face or in the corner? Nobody put CGB in a corner. All right. I go first. I've got this hand. Nightmare. 2 pain lands, nowhere to run, tracker. Let's go. Yes, the Verge will very rarely make both colors. I understand, but I thought it was a lot better than another underground river. Kitty! Give me a target. Target obliges. Let all cats go to heaven. Don't worry about it. Hey, look at that. Too many lands, though. Too many lands, and none of them enchantment lands. Why the flood? Why the flood, indeed. Sheep. Madness. Okay. Make cat. Trucker. Beautiful. Let's go with... Hold on. Carefully taps. Blue, white. You. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is dirty. The dirtiest of gameplay. Okay, that's... Dude, enough with the land. You're gonna get me wrecked. Dude, cat. 100% cat. Gold is on fire right now. Look at that. Another land. Come on. The heck is this? Again. Should probably get back the Nightmare there and just not worry about the 2-1. But what can I say? Dead cats. I'm more of a dog person. Let's get double white ready. We've got lockdowns in the deck in theory somewhere. Uh-oh, giving them back their Savannah Lions might actually hurt us. Pride Mate. Okay. It's a 3-3. Perfect. You? Oh my goodness, it just keeps going. This is on a flooded game. They don't have a life gain source yet, but when that thing gets too big, it stays too big. More cards, please. I don't think I have enough. Thank you. Let's go black. Dude. Dude, this deck is a machine. You. They're still playing. That's something. Wow. This is stupid. Maybe we don't need lockdown. Maybe I'm the dum-dum. Yeah. I know, they don't have any cards. I'm just trying to kill them now. This is about murder. I would like to report what has definitely become a murder. Oh my god, this deck. I was not impressed by this deck. I'm impressed now. I'm impressed now. Holy bananas. They found the Regal. I should have attacked with the 4-4. Dude. All in, huh? They go to 14. I'm sure that's what they were living for. How much value does this create? I should not do this. I should not do this. I should not do this. Okay. And then release the Kraken. Ah! I didn't even target correctly. I thought I was targeting for the Eerie. Gotta watch your triggers. Holy bejeebus. Oh my god, magic is something. Yeah, that was not the best targeting of my life with the bounce. I will admit that, but you can't tell me that wasn't cool. Holy shit. Your turn. Oh, I cannot believe what I've just witnessed. Anyway, plat wasn't very hard. Man, getting to Mythic is overrated. Gold is fun. Opponent on the play. We make blue mana here. Then we go Scavenger Talent. Then we go ISO. It's a very aggressive hand, isn't it? But it does have all the colors. Without a Nowhere to Run or a Hopeless Nightmare, it's not very interactive. Our opponent looks blue. Getting blue vibes. So I think we can keep a slower hand that just draws cards and makes threats. Well, 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 well. We still have to choose. I think I will do this first then. Like this. Because we play this, and then next turn we can play Nightmare and Lair and attack for 3. Assuming they don't kill it. But they might. I don't know. Some people like casting Duress on turn 2. What do I know? Some people just don't bring removal spells to standard. I don't know. It's not the draw. Bad draw, bad draw. Resolves. They're just staring at it. Now they crack that cut down like they always wanted to. Or Bitter Triumph, take 3. I mean, that's kind of a win for a 1-mana creature. They're getting up in them sewers. What are they up to? Bitter Triumph is usually more of a reanimator card. Founding the pranks. Yep, it's reanimator. They just don't have green yet. And they still might not have green. So do we go for the entity tracker? If we pose at them, they might not reanimate something. They might be afraid to. We could also play the lockdown and just get this founding off the board. It is a problem. And it denies them some cards in their graveyard. But then releasing it in the future is really bad. I guess I just go for the trackies. I should probably be aggressive, but making them discard here might just actually help them. This is tough. This is I'm kind of at a loss here, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go with the tracker. When in doubt, I try to set up and draw cards. They hit an Omniscience. They're 8 out of 8 for Whale. They still don't have a green source. You know, they have a green card in hand to discard. They Whale me. Of course they do. Well, I've got an easy card to discard as well. Let's see if they dig up a green source, but they already played their land. So if it's a tapped one, they're kind of stuck. Do they get Squirming Emergies? Not yet. Reanimator is a tough deck to beat in best of 1. It's not really a material deck in best of 3, but in best of 1, it's a problem. See if we can draw into more action. On land, could have used blue. I'm sure they'll continue to Whale. Nope, they're gonna Bitter. I think you got a Whale there, but what do I know? They didn't cast it. Okay. What are they doing? They got something else to do? Terror Tide? You gonna wipe the board? Did they not know you have to cast it? Baby's first Reanimator? How many permanents are down there? 11? Yeah, they do have Squirming. If they had a green to cast a Squirming Emergence. Oh baby. Yep, there it is. And now they can get Omniscience. Do they have it? And then what's their last card is a good question, right? Okay. And then what? If this is an Atraxa, okay, it's a Jace. Well, Jace draws 3. If they... Okay. Okay, Jace draws 1 because they didn't... I guess they didn't have enough to mill themselves. They're only on 15. I thought they were on more. Okay. 1 card in hand. It's not very good. We have to beat our opponent into submission. Next turn, they just have a mill. They might not draw what they need. They're at 13. They're at 13. I see. I can do this. And this. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you drew removal. Come on. That's crazy. Well, you took 3. Could be worse. And they didn't wait for me to apply the +1/+1 counters, and they probably should have. Why did I put that on the summoning sick one? Because I forgot it was summoning sick. That's why. Could put you at 2. Opponent says good game. Am I missing something here? They're gonna untap with Omniscience. They're gonna mill. They need to top deck. Why are they good gaming me? Yeah, okay. They're just being weird. It's being weird. You good game when it's over. I want my 2 points per win. I want my gold back. The Mesa Falcon of the day is Stefan Hansen. Stefan, you're cool. And to everybody who stays till the end of the videos, thank you very much for supporting the channel. You are also cool. 2025 is upon us. Standard is not forgotten. Brawl is beloved. And Commander is absolutely cooking. We've got a lot of content coming for all of you and a lot of projects I'm excited to announce. So thank you to everybody who stuck with me. And as for this deck, I think that the original Pixie deck might just be beat down fast enough that you can, in fact, run the Pain lands. But I like this version. It feels more me. So if you want to pop some amazing value with your temporary lockdowns, then I recommend this deck. This for me is the kind of deck that seems like pure nonsense until you actually have it in action, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, Esper Pixie is probably here for the next month plus. A lot of the cards in it are uncommons, which is sweet for the budget. The land base is expensive, but you can always use it for an Esper control deck someday. I hope. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next one. You're cool.